This right here is our fuel tanker, and as you guys can see, it is sort of on its side already, which is not the best place for it to be. However, we're going to go ahead and modify this thing today. We're going to give it some sort of stability. We're going to give it the option of refueling, because that would be a really good idea. And we're actually going to make a way for us to get around the ship, as well as adding a few little details. So, let's go ahead and get straight to it. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and, I guess, get some fuel. Yeah, there are lots of enemies in Stormworks, from Navy ships to helicopters armed with rockets and even some tanks. It is our goal to eradicate those enemies from the world. Welcome to Stormworks Search and Destroy. Okay, so let's go ahead and add a way to get up to the bridge to begin with. This seems like a great thing to start with because, yeah, currently there is no way to get up there. So let's delete this guy and this guy as we go down. And essentially, we'll do it all the way down to here. Yes. All right, shove that guy in, and that allows us to get into the bridge. The thing that does, though, is gets rid of some of these lines. So let's go ahead and fix those back into position. And there we go. We can now get around our boat up into the wheelhouse. Awesome. I'm also going to go to the front of the vessel, and I'm actually going to go and extend this guy upwards by about, I don't know, 3 or 4. There we go. And we're going to shove a rope anchor up there. We're going to do the same thing up here. There we go. And on the back of this thing as well. And actually down here, we're going to do a very similar thing too. So go up here, up to there-ish, I suppose. Go to rope anchors, and we're going to connect this onto here. Okay, let's go ahead and connect these guys together. That one up to there, this one down to there. That is awesome. Okay, so that's just a tiny bit of detail. I'm going to go ahead and do a bunch more, and then once I've finished with that, I'll show you guys what I've done. Okay, so, I mean, it looks a little bit better. We've obviously added some things right here. I added some windows in the back. I changed the deck to look like this, and I added some ladders right here. I've also added a way to get up there, and I've also added a way to get up here. So there's several ways to get around the ship now, which is pretty good. Yeah, that's kind of all that matters. We also need a way to actually get into this room from downstairs, probably, so we're going to do that too, but it's fine. So, for now, what I want to do is start working on the stability system. So, down here, we're going to go ahead and delete some holes in the sides, add some fins, and essentially, that's going to be our way of stabilizing it. Hopefully that works. So yeah, let's go ahead and delete this huge chunk right here. We're going to go to the inside, and I'm going to fill this in like this. There we go. Hopefully there's no hole there. There is a hole there. Right, we're going to get rid of all of that. Do this. Bam, there we go. And we're going to go to control surfaces, and we're going to add the biggest ones we can. Yeah. I believe they're supposed to be added like this. I'm not sure. Essentially on both sides. So I'm going to do it, and hopefully that's fine. Because I can't fit another big one right here, I'm going to add a little one. Oh, I can't even fit a little one on there. Never mind. 2 should do anyway. Okay, so this right here is our stabilizer thingamabobby. We don't have an active stabilizer, but we do have fins on the left. There's 1, 2, and 3. Wash, there we go. And we do have fins on the right. So let's go ahead and add 1, 2, and 3. Woo! All right, and then finally we got a speedo, which we do actually already have. There we go. And we need a tilt sensor as well. So I need one of these guys, and I'm gonna mount it up here, just like this. There we go. I don't know whether it needs to be centered or not, actually. So let's just put it here instead. There we go. All right, connect that down to here. Yes, and that's all good. So now our stabilizing should be good. The only thing is that sort of only works when it's moving, but it should be fine. Yeah, you know what, that's fine. I'm also going to go around these pieces and add paint blocks so that this looks a little bit more normal. So let me go ahead and do that. Alright guys, I should be done with that piece, so as you guys can see, it is in there! Very nice! Yes, and the bit at the front I also did too, so that is in there as well. Yeah! Alright, good. It's actually seemingly quite stable right now as well, so I'm pretty pleased with that. Once we do actually have fuel in here, it will be even more stable, of course, and that's a good thing. We could also add ballast tanks if we wanted to, but I don't really feel like adding ballast tanks right now. So, what we're going to do is work on actually getting fuel into the fuel tanks. So, let's do that. Oh, and I do say fuel tanks. There is only one, and it's going to be this bit in the middle right here, and it is quite large. The thing is, though, it actually... I don't know whether it should be like this. I am gonna... Oh, this could be interesting. Oh, this could be a really interesting way of doing this. So I'm going to delete this all the way across. Right, and this is actually where the fuel tank is. So I'm going to do this guy downwards to there. I'm going to do this. Okay. We're then going to delete all of these pieces. Excellent. Yes. Okay, so our fuel tank is actually... Well, this is our cargo tank. It's going to be this big. But our fuel tank, of course, is just being cut massively. So we're going to allow the fuel tank to go into here and be quite high in the front. Main reason for that is because actually we weigh more at the back than we do at the front. And if the fuel wants to build up there, that's fine. Anywho, I want this to be as simple as possible, so let's go to pipes really quickly. We're essentially going to go ahead and do all of the stuff right here on this bit. If we want to attach things on, we do it here. If we want to take things off, we do it here as well. So, yeah, I guess I want to build some sort of, like, panel, I guess. And then we can build into that, and it'll be fine. So let's do these guys sort of right here. Do this and this. There we go. Go to hose. Connectors. Yep, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3. This is going to be for the tank. No, actually, this is going to be for a dial for the tank. And that goes there. Alright, good. We're then going to have pipes that go literally straight down into the tank. And that's it. So, pipe, yes. Here we go. Shove these guys on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And we're going to go to these pipes, actually. That's going to stay like this. 1, 2, 3. Excellent. And I'm going to paint that little piece in too. Just like this. There we go. So that's all good, sort of. But obviously we got some issues here. We need some hoses kept somewhere. So let's go ahead and find somewhere to put the hoses. I actually don't mind the idea of putting them up here. So there's like 3. And then if we want these guys as well, we can just put those there and do this. Yeah, so we got loads of hoses involved. Very nice. And I think that's fine. I could add pumps onto these, but I actually don't think I want pumps on them, which seems a little bit strange. But the hoses that we're going to go to, or the places we're going to go to, have their own pumps, and we'll pump into here very quickly anyway. So that's all good. We don't need to paint the inside of this, that's all fine. One thing that we do need to do is have some air outlets. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and shove some of those around. Don't know where I want them actually, but let's just do like one here. In fact, we'll do some in line with these guys. And I think that'll be pretty fun. There we go. So these will all be like air outlets. Let's delete these guys really quickly. Yes. And we're going to put like a bunch of these pipes just underneath those. There's 1. There's 2, 3, 4. We don't need this many, to be fair. 5 and 6. Alright, and actually they're all going to be a little bit higher than this anyway. So let's go ahead and do that to each of these. There we go. And that's fine. Let's go ahead and get ourselves some... I don't even know what I should use here. I kind of like the idea of grabbing a gas relief and actually putting that halfway up. So let's do that really quickly. Just going to shove that in each of these. There we go. It is a bit strange to just have these dotted around, but it is what it is. And then we're going to add, I guess, air rams. They will let it out, so I think this is fine. Let's just go ahead and add them all pointing forwards. Oh, wait, actually, no. Realistically, they should all point backwards, I guess. So there we go. Shove all of those onto there. And there we go. Our air is going to be able to get in and out of the tanks. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is actually add lights around this thing. So let's quickly do that. And then I believe we could actually go for a test drive. And maybe we could actually fill this thing up. The issue is, though, we don't actually currently have a way of refueling our normal tanks. So we need to do that too. Alright, so yes, we have very minimal amounts of lights. As you guys can see, there is, well, actually, to be fair, there's lots of lights on the roof, but around the ship, we got one there, we got one at the back, we got one at the front, and we got two underneath here, which actually they need painting around. There we go. We got one inside this room and one inside the room below, and that's pretty much all of them, actually. Which is interesting, I guess. It might be quite nice to actually have some here, but we don't. So, there you go. I think it's now time for its first journey, because I need to test it, and I want it to work, so let's just go. Let's just do it. Oh, no, wait. There's one more thing that I want to do, and that is to do with the fuel. Essentially, I need to be able to refuel my own fuel tanks. Which I did say earlier, to be fair, and I'm going to do that from the front, I think, because those fuel tanks actually come into here. So we're going to have those fuel tanks be able to be refilled from this. Oh, there's a lot of rejigging that we might need to do, but it's fine. So if I go to pipes really quickly, we can actually get this sorted straight away. Shove that guy in there. There we go. We're then going to go down to pretty much the bottom. Which is here, and we're going to send it into this room, which we're then going to have a fluid port on, and that's it. Yes, shove that into there, and a pipe straight up, and that's all we sort of need. So, there we go. Alright, good. From there, we'll go up by 2, and connect that onto one of these guys, which is just going to go right there. It is only on one side, and this does need to make sure that it is our fuel tank. So, yeah. I don't really know what I'm going to do here, actually. Just shove a hose next to it. Yeah, that looks alright. It looks fine. With that being said, we also need a way to release air, just like this one. So, let's do that literally right next to it. I know it's bizarre, but let's do it anyway. So, delete that guy, shove one of these guys in there like this, send this all the way down to there, grab one of these, and again, send it in, delete this one, grab one of these, shove that onto there, and we also need to delete this guy, and shove one of these guys in there. Alright, that's it. We're done. Cool. Alright guys, we are going on our first journey in our ship that is, I want to say, experimental at this point. We haven't fully completed the build, but I'm sure it's fine. We got a lot of fuel. Our right engine is running. We got a lot of battery. Our speedo is down here, unfortunately, so I can't really see it. But it does drive forwards. Okay, so our fuel is going down relatively quick. We are listing quite heavily, and that's mainly due to the fact that we are going so fast. We're going incredibly fast. You know what, actually? The other issue is, these guys don't have any electricity down here. This one, and this one, our stabilizers were doing nothing. I mean, it's not necessarily true that they were doing nothing, but they weren't doing much. Hopefully they are in there the right way around. But if they're not, we might have some issues. It might actually try and tip us over here when we start moving. Anyway, let's do this and this. This and this. And go. Please say it's not going to try and tip us over. If it doesn't try and list us, then we are going to be very stable, look. Oh, wow, it is so skinny. It's incredibly skinny, but that's fine. So, we're going to go down to there. We're only 7 kilometers away. And we'll be there in no time. It is worth saying, I should have added some equipment to this before setting off on this journey, but I didn't, so never mind. You know what? Something I didn't add access to is actually our engine room. Yeah, we can't get down there, but we can see it. Yeah, so I should have added a way down to the engines before committing to this journey. However, we're already on the journey. We're not too far away, and it won't take us too long to actually do anyway. So as soon as we get there, we'll just go ahead and turn off all of the stuff. And we'll let it cool down whilst we fill up the tanks, and that'll be fine. We still have 61,000, so we do have enough money to fill the tank, probably. But the other issue we might have is when we fill up that huge tank in the center, we might actually start to sink. It's big. Like, that is a big old tank. We'll see, though. Okay, so I did realize one of the mistakes that I have definitely made before this journey, and it might be a really big one, to be honest. Now, I say a really big one. It's not, like, huge or anything, but we might get stuck here. That's all. Okay, so we've made it to the refinery, and what I mean by we might get stuck here is I don't think I don't think I actually added a reverse gear that works, and therefore, oh, actually I've added a reverse gear, but there's no way of triggering it. So yeah, we're all the way out here. We've spent a lot of fuel actually getting out here, so we need to work on the effectiveness of this, but we are here. And that's great. I may or may not have one of the worst ideas ever. But you know, in like the old canals and stuff, people used to grab a horse, attach the horse to a car. No, to a car? What am I talking about? Attach their horse to their lovely boat and then drag it along the canal? Well, what if I was powerful enough to be a horse? And obviously this boat might be a little bit bigger than a narrow boat, but it's fine. I think I can drag it. I'm powerful. I'm strong, I'm powerful, I'm independent. Pull! Pull! I might be here for the next few hours as well, but it seems that it is working. Maybe. Is it? I think I am actually pulling the boat into pulling the boat into the dock. No way! Alright, well, I'll see you guys once it's in here. I don't know whether you'd say that was like a big success, but we have actually pulled it backwards, maybe enough to be able to refuel it, which is great. The thing is, though, I do actually want to go to sleep before we start filling it, because I want it to be daytime. It'd also not be a bad thing for it to be less wavy as well, maybe. So hopefully it is more calm today. It looks like it's very calm, actually. Awesome. The fact that I was able to pull this in this way is so fun, but like, I don't know, bizarre at the same time, isn't it? That is crazy. Also, this is actually a really good way of pulling things in. It seems to get tighter every time, which is great. Okay, so let's fill up our natural fuel tank first, the one that we actually use. And then after that, we'll actually fill up the cargo tank. Alright, so I'm gonna see if I can even reach this. We might not be able to reach. So, climb up onto here. Climb, yeah, I thought that might be an issue. I thought that might cause issues. Yeah, having ladders like this is never a good idea, pretty much. But it is what it is. Can I attach that onto there? Yes. Alright, so, are we spending money? Yes, we are. Is the boat listing really heavily in a really bad direction? Yes, but is it fine? Also, yes. Okay, how much money have we spent? Oh, we're spending a lot of money. I don't know how big the tank is, so I should probably check. Run backwards. Yes. Go up the stairs. Oh, this is quite an annoying way to get to the bridge, isn't it, actually? All right, all the way up here, and bam. We're at 12,000 liters already, and counting. It's continuing. I don't want this to go too high. Okay, so apparently the tank is about 24,000 liters, and we still have $27,000 left. The issue with that is, I guess I don't want to spend all of that money right now, because we won't be able to make any more improvements. So I guess we actually just fill up the tank that we're using now, and we just drive home. We don't use the cargo tank whatsoever, which is ridiculous. Maybe I should take a little bit more. Yeah. I'm going to take a little bit more in the cargo tank just because I can. So connect that onto there. And it is doing its job. It's filling up. Beautiful. Also, we are listing still, but that's fine. So let's go ahead and just have, I don't know, 5,000 liters or something. Maybe even 10,000 liters. Let's go with that. All right, we're going to go with 7. Yeah, that's none of the numbers that I said earlier, but that's fine. All right, so let's disconnect our rope at the back that is currently connected, that I pulled this boat into here with, miraculously. And, yeah, we'll get rid of it. So here it is. Go ahead and disconnect this from here. Yes. And let's go ahead and drive away into the sunset. I'm actually really pleased with this. It seems to have worked really well. Obviously, there is a hell of a lot more decoration and also weapons to add. As well as, I don't know, I mean, this button controls every single light on the boat. So I should probably fix that too. But yeah, let's slowly as I can, drive out of here. Yeah. Off we go. Whoop. Is that funnel actually gonna hit that, or is it like perfect? That is bizarre. It's one block off hitting it. Amazing. Right, well anyway, let's go ahead and turn ourselves back to our base. And we'll head back over there, I guess. So set waypoint, very nice. I should put the autopilot into this as well, obviously. That would be really good. And I'm gonna weaponize it as well. So we are gonna put like an autocannon or something on the deck in case we come under attack very soon. Because it might be that the enemies are making their way this way anyway. And actually, is there a mission out here? There is! I kind of want to do that. Okay, so we don't actually need to pump it out of here, so there we go. We are home, we have saved it. It's just called 2, just as a side note. And my helicopter's called 123, but you know, just ignore that. How much fuel do we have back here now? Alright, jet fuel we're looking very low, but 30,000 liters of diesel. Amazing. Alright guys, we are I don't know what just happened. We are going to go out in the helicopter. We're going to fly down to this base down here because we need to capture it today. So, let's go ahead and jump inside straight away. In fact, actually, no, before we do anything, we need a heater in this helicopter. So, let's just go ahead and delete 1, 2, 3. Sure. Shove that into there. We're going to go ahead and paint it all. Just make sure that if you ever sit inside this helicopter, you don't sit too close to the air. And actually, on this piece, it'd be nice. I don't know whether I can do it, actually. A button would be really cool to put there, but we can't do that. So, yeah. However, these buttons don't do anything. So we're going to take those buttons out, and we're going to put a new button in. And that's going to be for heater. Heater. Very nice. Very nice. It's connected. So yeah, let's go ahead and connect this guy down to there. Heater is ready. Go! Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and fly 12 kilometers to go capture a base because we need to. Literally the reasoning. We need to. So do this and this. Alright, set that into there. Our altitude is gonna be 355. There we go. Press 1. Alright, fly forwards just a little tiny bit. Alright, go ahead and push this, and this, and this. Alright, run our way. We'll be there in no time. Okie dokie, so we've made it here, and now we just need to land without dying. Does this helicopter have enough power, by the way, to lift up one of these containers? I'm gonna go with yes, I do think it does have enough to lift one up. But I'm also gonna go with it's probably not a good idea. But we might actually try it. I'm not sure. I might have a little look, see how much each of them costs, and see how far away we have to take them, but it might be a good idea to try. Well, actually, no, it's definitely a bad idea to try it, but it would be a fun idea to try it, so yeah, we might end up doing it. Anyway, how close am I to that? Not very. Get it down on the ground. There we go. Let's get outside, and we need to go capture the zone. Very easy. We just run inside of here, stand in here for 5 minutes, and it's ours. Cool. 6, 7 minutes! What? Oh, would you look at that? The island is captured! Very nice. It is also turning to daytime very soon as well, and we're actually on an island where we can go capture something very soon as well, so that's pretty cool. What I want to do really quickly, though, is run over to these guys, and I want to see if there are any that go down to... Oh, where would they go to? Is it FJ Warner? No, we are at FJ Warner, aren't we? Any that go down here? What is it called? I don't even know. But I'm gonna have a little look. We'll find out. Okay, so Terminal Komodo, no. Spy Cakes Freight Terminal, no. What is this one? No. Come on, we need to find one. I mean, there's so many here. Spy Cakes, no. No. JSI. I believe this is the one that we could actually do, and I believe that's down there somewhere. But that's only 3,200. We're not going to do it. Anyway, for now, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you guys very much for watching. We have actually finished our tanker. We did a run. Well, we haven't finished it. It's not finished, but it's finished enough that it's done a run already, which is good. So very soon. Oh, wow, we just got 2 missions to do too. They're both in the same place. I have to do this next time, but it is in a deadly area. Oh, that could be a really bad idea. In fact, we got 3 missions down there. We'll see. Next time could be a lot of fun. Anyway, for now, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.